From the shadows of their past emerged two men who would shake the world. In the late 60s, Charles Manson, a man with a troubled past and a charismatic presence, managed to gather a cult following. His magnetic personality and persuasive tactics drew in the disaffected and the lost. Wasn't born into power or privilege. Instead, he used his cunning and psychological persuasion to gain control over his followers, ultimately leading them down a path of violence and chaos. Now let's move several decades forward to a man who also knew how to work a crowd: Donald Trump. Unlike Manson, Trump was born into a world of affluence and influence. He was a real estate mogul and a reality TV star before he became the 45th president of the United States. But like Manson, Trump used his charisma and a certain degree of persuasion to rise to power. He knew how to captivate an audience, to make people feel seen and heard, and to convince them that he alone could fix their problems. Manson and Trump had a knack for identifying the needs and fears of their followers. Preyed on young people's desire for belonging, while Trump tapped into a deep-seated discontent among many Americans. They both knew how to use their words to whip up emotions, to create a sense of us versus them, and to position themselves as the only solution to the problems at hand. Despite their drastically different backgrounds and the spheres they operated in, there's an eerie similarity in the ways these two men climbed their respective ladders of power. They both understood the human psyche, knew how to persuade it, and weren't afraid to use it to their advantage. They both, in their own ways, created a cult of personality that commanded loyalty and obedience from their followers. Their paths to power were unconventional, but they both knew how to play the game. They recognized the power of charisma and persuasion, and they used it to climb to the top, leaving a trail of chaos in their wake. Both Trump and Manson demonstrated a remarkable capacity for manipulation, exerting control in a way that was both potent and pervasive. They employed a range of tactics to subjugate those around them to their will. Let's delve deeper into this matter. Trump, notorious his unfiltered communication style, masterfully used controversy as a means of distraction. By stirring up a spectacle, he was able the narrative. His notorious Twitter rants provide a clear example of this tactic. On the flip side, Manson cut a similar figure, albeit on a smaller stage. He had an uncanny ability to control his followers, the Manson family, through a potent blend of charisma, persuasion, and manipulation. They idolized him as a messiah, following him blindly down a path of ruin. Two figures within their distinct realms exploited control as a means to hold on to power and push their agendas. They preyed on the insecurities and desires of their followers, transforming them into mere pawns in their manipulation tactics were effective weapons, and they utilized them with a chilling level of precision. Their influence undeniably left a significant impact, the reverberations of which can still be felt today. The echoes of their actions still resonate today. Donald Trump and Charles Manson, two figures from different walks of life, yet bound by a thread of domination and control. Both men, each in their own way, seized power by tapping into the fears and hopes of their followers. Manson, the cult leader, used psychological domination to command a devoted following, while Trump, the businessman turned politician, utilized his charisma and rhetoric to rise to the highest seat of power in the United States. Their paths may have been different, but the tactics they employed bear a startling resemblance. Using their unique intelligence, they controlled people's perceptions, steering them towards their own agendas. It's a chilling reminder of how charisma and domination can be weaponized, causing lasting damage that continues to echo throughout history. Two men, two paths, but a chilling similarity in their domination and control. America bears the indelible marks of both men's actions. Charles Manson, the infamous cult leader, orchestrated the horrific Tate LaBianca murders. Action sent a wave of fear and paranoia across the nation, a dark cloud that still lingers over American culture. Gruesome violence of his followers shook the nation's belief in its own safety and trust in others, a wound that has yet to fully heal. The other hand, Donald Trump, the businessman turned president, has left a different kind of scar. Tenure saw deep political and social divisions, a chasm that continues to widen, is accused of undermining democratic institutions, eroding the trust in the system that holds the nation together. And then, there's the impact on America's global standing. Unconventional approach to foreign policy and international relations has left a lasting effect, the full extent of which is yet to be realized. Actions have shaped America in profound and lasting ways, leaving a legacy of division and fear. Men, two different paths, but a chilling similarity in the aftermath of their control and exploitation. The echoes of their actions continue to resonate, a stark reminder of the lasting damage that can be done when charisma and exploitation are weaponized.